God, it's cold.
Oh, too right. How are we supposed to spot any ice when we're turning into it up here?
Yeah, too right. Mind you, the water's calm as it is, there'll be even harder to spot. No breaking water at the base, keep your eyes peeled.
Nah, I can smell ice, me. We'll know well before we get near it.
Bugger me! Come on, pick up!
Bridge, what do you see?
Iceberg, right ahead!
Thank you.
Hard to starboard! Engines full of stern! Helm's hard over, sir! Engines full of stern! Turn! God damn you, turn! Come on!
We're gonna hit it!
No, we're not. Shut your mouth. She's gonna hit!
Hard apart! Bring us to a stop and note the time and enter it into the log.
Aye, sir.
What did we hit, Mr. Murdoch?
An iceberg, sir. I tried to put round it, but she hit and...
Close watertight doors.
The doors are closed, sir.
Wake Mr. Andrews. Get him to inspect the damage and report back.
Aye, sir.
Collision. A slight trembling and a shudder, as if the ship had thrown a propeller. We realised something may be wrong and made our way up to the bridge. By the time we got there, Mr. Andrews and the captain had just returned from inspecting the damage.
She's damaged in the forward 5 compartments, and the water is coming in quite fast. It's already 16 feet above the keel in compartment 5.
Look, enough of this nonsense. Turn the pumps on and let's get away.
The pumps will buy you time, but minutes only. From this point on now, no matter what we do, the Titanic will sink.
How long have we got?
An hour and a half, 2 maybe, but not much more.
Order the crew to prepare the lifeboats and wake the passengers.
Aye, sir. Shouldn't we also send out a distress signal as well, sir?
I'll deal with that. Just make sure that the lifeboats are launched properly. Women and children first.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Andrews, just how bad is the damage?
I've sketched the damage here. Each compartment will overflow into the next, pulling us down by the bow until she finally goes under. Get yourselves to the boats. There's nothing we can do now.
Not long after leaving the bridge, the captain handed the ship's position to Harold Bride, the ship's wireless operator, who started sending out the distress call, CQD, come quick, danger. He would later use the new distress call, SOS, in the hope that someone would respond in time to save us all.
You'll step this way, please. Women and children first, please. I'd like women and children on the boats first, please.
Why should we? It's much safer here on the ship. Warmer too.
Madam, I don't have any time to argue. Sorry, if you could just board the boat, I'm sure we'll get you back on board safely soon.
And what of my husband?
Right, the men will be getting in later boats quickly, please, madam.
At first, it seemed that nobody wanted to get into the boats. People had such faith that this ship was unsinkable. Stepping into one of these cold, open lifeboats seemed the least safe option. When finally that first boat was lowered, it had on board only 29 people, when it would carry 80 people.
It's white. It's supposed to be red rockets for distress.
Well, that's why the captain. We need to find out why we're firing white rockets.
Excuse me. Captain, why are we firing white rockets?
It's all we have. We've spotted a ship about 20 miles yonder.
Well, have we heard from her on the wireless?
We have heard from the Cunard liner Carpathia. She's responded straight away, and she'll be making full speed. But at that rate, it'll still take 4 hours for her to get to us.
It's too long. We've got to hope that ship over there responds.
Quite. Now get yourself onto the boat, and I'll see you on the rescue ship.
That's it! Boat's full! Full!
What do you do, man? Them boats are not even half full.
They're not sure of how much the boats can take, Mr. Andrews. Step aside.
Them boats were tested in Belfast with the weight of 80 men. Now fill them boats, for God's sake, man.
Women and children first, please. Women and children. Thank you. Women and children first. Thank you. Women and children first. Stop. Just women and children only.
Well, time to get into the lifeboat, my darling.
Would you mind stepping into the boat, please, madam?
I will not go without my husband.
I'm sure people won't mind an elderly gentleman like Mr. Strauss boarding the boat too.
I will not go in front of another man. You go ahead, my darling, and I'll see you in New York.
We have been together for many years. Where you go, I go.
Lower away!
Elizabeth got in the boat quite easily. My fellow reporter was not allowed in. Before they were lowered down to the cold ocean, he wasn't worried. We all thought that the distant ship would see the disaster rockets being fired every 5 minutes and come to save them.
My God, she's really sinking.
They said she was unsinkable.
Yeah, well, means a lot of things, honey. Doesn't make it true.
Quiet your yapping and row.
Come back to the ship. Boat number 6, come back to the ship. This is the captain. This is the captain. Come back to the ship.
Stop! I say we go back!
No!
Back to the ship.
The suction will put us down if we don't keep going.
We have lots more room. For at least another 30, I say. Let's go back!
No!
This is the captain.
It's our lives now, not theirs. Now row.
Now you listen here, mister. The captain wants us to go back. I say we go back.
I'm in charge of this boat, missy. Now row!
Won't any of you stand up to this guy with me and go back?
Elizabeth didn't know why no one would stand up with Molly and fight to go back to the ship. Not a single boat responded to the captain's call.
Come back to the ship.
You did your best, Edward. Good luck to you.
From the boats, we could hear the ship's band, led by Wallace, heartily playing cheery tunes, trying to keep the passengers calm. Not that it could have done much. By now, people on the deck had begun to realise the mortal danger they were in.
I say, dear boy, could you see to it that my wife receives this message? If it should happen that my secretary and I both go down, tell my wife I played the game out straight to the end. There should be no women left aboard this ship because Ben Guggenheim was a coward. There's a good chap.
Be British, man. Be British.
Please, officer! Please,
Please, that way. People will know when I put this through the knife. Me! Yeah, love, take it. Take it, take it, take it. Over here!
We watched in a kind of curious horror as the ship sank. Every porthole was ablaze with light against the starry sky. As she sank down, the cheery tunes the band had been playing faded out, at least for a moment, but then it came back. This was different. We could hear it even from the lifeboats. The band were playing the hymn, Nearer My God to Thee, as the water began rushing up the boat deck. But it wasn't long before the sound was silenced and replaced by screams and the most terrifying rumbles and crashes as everything inside the ship surged forwards towards the submerged bow. As the base of the first funnel began to submerge, we could hear the most deafening cracks, like someone had cracked a whip close by. We watched the first funnel fall into the water, crumpled and bent under the strain. A whooshing sound and a plume of steam surged up from the water where the funnel had been. A short time later, the lights that had burned so bright at first flickered and then went out for the last time as a terrified scream went up from those still on board. Some in the boats turned away. The rest of us wanted to, but our eyes were fixed on the silhouette of the ship in the darkness. Then came the most awful noise. Like the roar of the devil himself, as sparks and smoke seemed to erupt from a place on the ship between the third and fourth funnels. We watched the stern, which until now had been at a 30-degree angle from the water, right itself momentarily as the funnels fell away into the sea. We hoped that was the end, but that hope didn't last long. The stern heaved up into the air at a 90-degree angle before she slowly slipped beneath the waves. It was over. The most luxurious liner I'd ever seen had just been sucked into the great depths of the Atlantic before my very eyes. All that we could hear now was the cries for help from those in the water. Desperate pleas to be saved from water so cold that to be in it would have felt like 1,000 knives being driven into your body every moment. Yet none of us could go back. To do so would have meant we would have been in the water too.
I can still hear the cries of those who ended up in the water. It haunts me to this day. Those of us who survived were rescued by the Carpathia. As the sun rose over the world, that would never be the same again. I would later learn Joseph, third-class passengers Elizabeth had interviewed the day before, had died, trapped below deck of the ship with almost all of the third-class passengers, except a lucky few. It must have been so hard for his wife to have to tell his daughter that Daddy wasn't coming home.